into the line. We're actually in the Lion's Gate. We're right in the middle of it as of the 8th. And something inspired me. I've been sitting on this to do a reading, do a card pull reading, energy reading basically. And yes, I have my protein stick here. So I get a little bit of protein while I'm doing this. And I have my water. So I just want to do a quick reading today to give everyone some positive energy, hopefully. And we're going to be pulling from these cards. We got the Shaman deck, we got the Moon deck, we got the Energy deck, and we got the Mystical Goddess deck. Energy pull. So we are going along. We're also coming up out of the Mercury Retrograde. So we are going to, we're starting to, hopefully all the electronics and all the communications and everything will start lining back up and leveling off. It's been a little bit of a rough ride, but during Mercury Retrograde, this is the time to reflect and see where you are versus where you need to be, what you need to get rid of, what you need to move past, what you need to heal and cleanse from. So when we hit those moments, it's a challenge, but if we kind of just take a deep breath and walk into it with our eyes open, knowing what we're about to deal with, then it'll be easier to walk through it. It won't be as rough. Take our deep breaths. So with that being said, I'm going to start getting my cards ready, and we're going to do a short reading. Maybe short. Depends on what the Spirit tells me to do. And I love these cards. I love all my cards, actually, but some of them I love more because I have little hands and they allow me to shuffle them. But we're going to do it. We need to do the best way we need to do it, as you see. Cards, they don't let me shuffle as much as I can. So, coming out of Mercury Retrograde, going into Lionsgate, or being in the midst of Lionsgate, what do the cards say? Let's pull from the deck, the Moon deck, and see what the Moon deck says. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know. These cards are very sticky, and I still haven't figured out how to get them to unstick. There's a lot going on. We're just going to take our time with it, okay? Alright, first thing is communication is key. Hold on, let me check something because these are my energy cards, and some pull reverse and some don't pull reverse. Okay, so when I pulled this one, it was. Okay, so it flips up. Communication is key. See if I can get this a little closer. Communication is key. I'm not sure if you'll be able to read that, but it's backwards. Communication is key. It was upside down. Your communication is kind of all over the place right now. If you want something done, you got to work on your communication. You got to work on your communication. That's important. In anything, any relationship regarding business, success, life, communication is key. So if you're not communicating, and there's things that you're not communicating about, the things that you really want aren't going to take place. There's going to be a lot of scattered thoughts, misled thoughts, misunderstandings, miscommunications. Also, upside down, prosperity lies ahead. This, I'm going to put it with that, simply because without communication, again, you can't get the things that you really are desiring in your life. So prosperity, it lies ahead, but it's going to keep lying there if you don't start to communicate. Everything's upside down right now, probably because we are coming out of the Mercury retrograde and everything's trying to realign, and then we have the Lion's Gate, so we got to set our intentions, communication, prosperity, sitting there. Adjustments are required. So it's upside down, which means you're probably a little confused as to what you need to do. So this is the place where you probably need to get quiet. Get quiet, listen to spirit, listen to what's going on within you mostly, instead of going without. Because if we're listening to the news and politics, you're going to get confused, you're going to get upset, you're going to get anxious, you're going to live in fear. And it's just too much going on right now to pay attention. And you're not supposed to be listening to what's going on the outside anyway. The energy is gaining momentum. So basically, from what I'm seeing here, there's a lot of things that are ready to jump in place for you. But because of where you are mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, they're not going to happen. Your hard work is paying off. There are a lot of things that are happening in your life. But again, there's some things that need to take place. Go within, get quiet. Surrender to the divine. You're not listening to this. You're supposed to go within. You're not listening to the spirit within. Your GPS, your intuition is always within your heart, within your soul, within your spirit. If you're asking a lot of other people, what should I do? That's where it's going to guide you the wrong space. Always listen to your heart. Listen from here. First, right side card, hold your vision. This is the first card that was upright. Everything else has been upside down. But this is the key right here to tell you, hold on to your vision. Hold your vision. Hold the vision. Whatever it is that you have a vision for, whatever you desire, whatever it is you want, you need to hold on to that vision. Okay? Putting that on top. What does the next card say? Energy card. Those were the moon cards. That was the moon deck. Let's see what the energy cards have to say today. Let's see if they have some information to pour into you. Let's see what's going on. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. You got a lot of things sitting out here. A lot of things that are just basically waiting on you. You're waiting on the world. You're waiting on God. God is within. The Creator is within you. And whatever you have, you say. Whatever you believe is what will come to pass. Whatever you resist, persists. That being said, where's your attention? I always ask my clients, do you trust the Creator? Do you trust God, however they relate to the Creator? Do you trust that spirit within you that has never left or forsaken you? Do you trust? Do you really trust? And if you do, then stop listening to everything that's on the outside and go within. Okay? This card is poking out. Cornucopia. You got a lot of blessings, again, sitting there, light shining down on it, just a plunder of blessings waiting for you to just blow up. They're just sitting here, okay, well, when they get ready, we'll give it to them. We'll give it to them. But what's stopping you from being blessed? Financial constraints. Oh, this is the one thing that a lot of people feel like this is the thing that has a hold on them. No. Financial constraints. Money is just energy. Money is just energy. When you change the relationship with money, everything in your life will change. The way you look at it, how you feel about it. If you keep saying you don't have, you won't have. If you keep saying you're broke, guess what? You're right. Whatever you speak is what comes to pass. Whatever you speak comes to pass. Seriously. And we have to be mindful of what it is that we want and believe that we have it. Appreciation. There's a scripture that comes to mind, and I may be paraphrasing it, but it says, when you're faithful over a few things, God will bless you with many. And I'm saying, again, I'm paraphrasing. But if you're faithful over the little things that you have, and you're grateful for those things, and you bless those things consistently, and speak blessings over them, and speak love into them, the more you'll have. The more you appreciate and grateful for and speak love into those things, the more the universe will bless you with. But if you're focusing on loss and what you don't have You can't grow in the areas that you want to grow because you're toggling, and a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, and it shows in his life, his or her life. There's a card. Contract. This could mean anything. It could mean an ending to a contract, could mean a beginning to a contract. It could mean the beginning of something good that's going to happen to you. It could mean something that's sitting out there waiting on you. But where's your mindset at? Where's your mindset at? All right, well, there's a lot of energy coming up out of this, so let's run with it. Victory. Victory. I pulled this card earlier. This is the victory card. A lot of blessings coming for you. There's victory right around the corner. There's a contract right around the corner. Let me see if this one is upside down. Yep, it's upside down. So, what does 46 say? It's the thinking man. Are you overthinking? Are you not thinking enough? Are you thinking the wrong things? You know? The thinking man in this position, and it is a thinking man, can you see it? Could represent a male in authority who is not acting in your best interest. How many male figures in your out? The yeses aren't their yeses. You know, let your yes be yes and let your no be no. If they're saying one thing and your spirit is telling them something is not right, pay attention to it. But this card reversed is more about you. So this card was reversed. Just so you know, that card was reversed. Put it right there. It was reversed. It's more about you. What is your thinking about? Are you double talking? Are you talking in circles? Like I said, what are you thinking about? It usually indicates that such a learning and growth are actually a part of your own path, and you're not heeding the call. There are some things that you're supposed to be doing that you're not doing in order for you to move forward. You may be destined to be a therapist, a teacher, a writer, a publisher, a psychic, or a healer, or some sort. Your soul longs to serve in this capacity, whether professionally or just in your personal life, but something seems to be blocking your way. What are you not thinking about? What are you overthinking? What are you thinking too much about? Okay? But it's time to break through and move in this direction now. Remember what you learned during your own growth. Your life is your school. Everything you've gone through is your school. Losses, gains, hurts, pains, victories, all of that is your school. What you learn during your own growth, you'll be able to share with others. That is your life path. Often adding your own compassion and profound professional, okay? There's an affirmation that goes with this card, and it says, I am willing to learn new things. It is safe and comfortable for me to open up and share. So it's not really been good for you. You've been in hermit. You've been in hermit mode. You've been in hermit mode. Now it's time to come out. You do know a lot of things. You just don't realize you know a lot of things. Next card. Walking away. It was upside down. There are some things you need to let go of. This card, I see a woman. And she's just walked through this gate. And the gate is open. She's leaving behind where she was. It's time to move forward. This is what it's saying. It's time to walk away. It's time to walk away and move forward to some things that you've always wanted. And again, stop listening to other people. The voices that you're not supposed to be listening to, because it's stopping you. Upside down. Adjacent possibilities. You're blocking something. There's so many possibilities, but you can't get to those possibilities because you haven't let go. You're doubting. And this is where a lot of this thought, the thinking man, comes from. These are the blessings. It could be the blessings. But then again, how would you know that unless you try it? You gotta take that first step and walk away. You gotta go away. You gotta come out of your comfort zone. That's what I'm hearing. Man holding a coin. Man holding a coin. There's, again, a blessing here. There's some prosperity is coming your way. Someone's holding something for you. Who knows? It could be a gateway to what it is you want to do with your life. A business proposal. Okay. Next card is anxiety. Anxiety. You're anxious. I get that. When we're getting ready, when we feel like it's time to step out into something new, we get very, very anxious about it. We get anxious. So when I think about that one card I pulled, the cornucopia, I think about all of the different things that are going on with all these cards right now. There's a cornucopia, and it's shedding light on all these things. So these are the things that it's saying that you probably need to focus on and understand and open up what you don't understand and step out into things that you're not sure of. Sometimes our own fear can stop us from the success because we're afraid of succeeding, or we could be afraid of disappointing our own selves. That's a good one. All right, we're going to the next deck. And this is one of my favorite decks. This is the Shaman deck. I love these cards. They're called Shaman Dreams. Shaman Dreams. Now, these are the ones I have the hardest time. They're so huge. They're about as big as my hand. Look at this. They're about as big as my hand. But I love these cards. So, let me adjust my camera. There we go. So, let me scooch over a bit. And we're going to move forward. This card, this pull, this energy pull gives you something to think about. And only you know. Usually when I do my card energy readings for clients, I tell them to think of the questions that they have. But I don't ask for I don't want to know what the questions are, because I feel like that's me interfering with source. I don't want to be that. I want to be the medium to give the answers. Whatever the questions are, that's between them and source. I feel like once I pull the cards, they can give a confirmation because only they know, the client, being they, knows what's going on in their lives. You have a lot of people to pull. I feel like this is happening to you. Am I making any sense? And I feel like if you have to ask that question, then you're pulling. You're looking for something so you can grab onto something. And the minute you automatically tell them, oh my God, yes, you're so, then they start going on, and next thing you know. And it could be wrong. I mean, it could be right. But the thing about it, I feel like, is they should be the one to give the confirmation when the card is pulled or something. Then they will be the one. Okay, yes, that makes sense. I know what this is exactly about. So when I pull these cards and I'm doing this reading just like this one, if it relates to you, it does. But if it doesn't, when the card is pulled, you'll know it. I don't need to know it. Only you know. And you'll know what to do with it. Okay, so with that being said, let me start with these. Oh, well, one popped out already. Dances on one foot. Balancing act. Which makes so much sense with all of this. You are trying to take on so much, and it's all confusing, and it's causing anxiety, and you got so many things at you. I understand this so much because I feel like it's talking to me as well. But so many things going on at one time. You don't know which avenue. Where's that card at? So many possibilities. You don't know which avenue to go. And everything is all turned upside down. And you don't know which way. It's just confusing right now. That's why I say you need to go within. Communication is key. And sometimes communicating with everyone else is not key. Communicating with your spirit is what's key. Pull another card. Here we go. This is a hard deck to do this with. Oh, there it is. Oh, here's another one. Second card. Upside down. Third card. Oh, hold on. Okay, right side up. Second card is Metox. Repairing the body, mind, and spirit. This lines up with everything I just told you. Go within. Cleansing. communication, clearing out the stuff so you can get rid of the anxiety. So you won't have to do a balance on one foot, a balancing act. So you can hold on to your true vision. This is what's happening. You need a detox. That means pulling away from social media, pulling away from the news, pulling away from all things that are not helping you to thrive in the life that you so desire and the one that the call on your life for your journey in this lifetime. Cosmic womb, the divine feminine. There's a part of you that's calling to be softer. You've always had to take the lead. And now the other half of you, let's just get this straight. We all, as humans, every human being on this earth has the divine feminine and the divine masculine within them. No, there's no such thing as divine feminine, it's just a woman. No. Stop it. Divine feminine is something that we all have inside of us along with the divine masculine. But right now there's a call for the divine feminine, the cosmic womb, the feminine side, the softer side of you. Sometimes it's, sometimes we don't want to take the lead. Sometimes we don't have to be the one to make all the decisions. There's a call for that softer side. You have to tap into her. That softer side. You can still have the divine masculine within you running and doing things if that's what you have to do as far as taking care of business. But at the same time, there needs to be a balance. And there isn't an imbalance. There is an imbalance right there. She hasn't been able to come out, and she wants to come out so you can feel level. It's time to level off. Let me see what else we got going on. So this is a pretty good pull considering coming out of the Mercury Retrograde and also going and being in the midst of this Lionsgate, because there's a lot of things that need to be done. And my cards are not shuffling. So I'm going to pull from the top. Okay, top of the card. Upside down. Fallen angel. Spiritual narcolepsy. You have not been locked in. I just said it earlier. I said it several times. Go within. Start listening to your spirit. Meditate. Pray. Whatever it is that you do so you can get back into the spirit. Spiritual narcolepsy means your spirit is asleep and it hasn't been nurtured. Sometimes we get so caught up and we get focused on everything on the outside that we forget that everything is truly the guide, the GPS, the peace, the love. Everything that we're searching for is within. And we have to connect the spirit in order to make sure that we're staying on the right path. Next. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. First card, right side up, unmarked trail, revelation. I feel like this is going to go with the spiritual narcolepsy when you go within, because unmarked trail, revelation, there's some things that you need to hear from your spirit only, not anyone else. You need to go within. Take time out. Have a social media hiatus. Sometimes we need to just go out in nature. Go to the water, sink our feet in the sand, and go to the beach. Take that time out for you. Give yourself a week to a month if you can to just do you. Shut down everything else. Take time out for you. We all need to do that. Next card. Fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. Luck and right timing. And we can only get that when we are what? Tuned into our spirit. Because we can hear when to move. We can hear when not to move. And everything else that goes in between that. But we can't do anything until we take that time out for ourselves. Okay, I'm getting ready to go over to our last deck for this read. And we're going to see what the mythical goddesses have to say. Now, this one is really hard because, first of all, the cards are like really small. And I have to shuffle them in this weird way. There's so many cards. Look how many cards this is. This is a huge deck. And I can't, my hands will not allow me to be like, let's just shuffle them like, no, it is not happening. So let's go for it. Let's see what these cards have to say. Well, this one, these two tried to jump out. Let's see what they have to say. Integrity. First card, fire. Integrity. Second card, joy. Seas. Couple things going on. Integrity. What are we, again, focused on? This is what I'm getting from that. What are we focused on? Because we can get caught up in so many things in life, and our focus gets lost. The next thing you know, integrity will go out the door. You know, what about, and I think about integrity, I think about morals. You know, what are we angry about that we shouldn't be angry about? What are we putting all of our energy in that we shouldn't be? Matter of fact, what are we trusting? I ask my clients all the time, again, do you trust Source? Do you trust energy? Do you trust the Creator? Do you trust? Because if you do, then that's what's going to lead. Spirit's going to lead. Spirit is going to lead. You always have to keep your integrity intact. Some people get to a point where they don't care. It's like, I don't care. I just don't care. Whatever. And their anger gets the best of them. They're angry about everything. They're mad about everything. They're in fear about everything. And they speak against everything, not realizing that words have power. Energy moves the minute you think. Whatever your thoughts are goes for you. Keeping your integrity is keeping you in a space where you need to be, not where the world is. Just because it's happening in the world does not mean it's supposed to happen to you, or it has to happen to you. This is something we need to focus on. Joy. Joy. That's the divine feminine walking in her joy. All of her joy. Let me see what else we got going on. You got a lot to think about. Next one is maiden passion. What are you passionate about? What do you get? You see this woman, I may be wrong, but from what I'm seeing, I see giving birth to passion, whatever she's passionate about. And there's the light. That's the spiritual light. If you're thinking about the crown chakra. And she's pouring out from her heart the rivers of life, the waters of life. So many things going on. So what are you passionate about? What are you giving life to? That was good. I like that one. That one was really good. All right, let's see what else. Do we have anything else going on? I don't know. I'm trying to get back into my readings again. And the cards are being quiet. So this might be it unless something else pops out. One more time and we're going to see. If nothing else pops out, I think that may be it. I usually let Spirit read. I have... Readings are available. 45-minute reading for $35. And there we go. And if you want a longer reading, it depends on what you're trying to do. A deep reading a deep reading is about $50 because there's another part that goes to it. But a normal reading is about 45 minutes for $35. And for a deep reading, it's about $50. $50. I don't know what I just said, but yeah, $50. Because it takes a lot and you have to pull from different areas. So, last card. Here we go. Pleasure. Happiness, joy, pleasure, passion. Whatever that thing you're passionate about, it's going to give you pleasure. It makes you happy inside. So there's a lot going on with this card reading here, but I think it's appropriate right now so you can start talking within, going within, journaling, meditating, listening to spirit, shutting out things that you don't need to hear, because going forward, whatever you manifest now is exactly what's going to happen. Whatever you believe in now is exactly what's going to happen. Whatever you start speaking about what you want and what you're doubting, that's not going to happen, because you doubt it, you cancel it. Whatever you say you don't have, If you say you're broke, you're broke. You're going to continually bring in those type of situations where money is going to consistently be taken from you, or whatever it is. If you feel like you're not worthy of being loved, anytime you think or speak negative or negate whatever it is you just put out there, it comes, you start the perpetuation of the situation that you're already in. So if you don't want to incur those situations consistently, you have to reevaluate everything that's going on within your life. And that includes family, friends, career, job. What are you doing to get to that space that you want to get to? This is Coach Melvie signing off. Again, I do 45-minute readings for $35, and a deep reading is for $50, and it'll be a little bit longer. With that being said, I love you all. Take care. Be blessed, and have a great day. If you're interested in a reading, please put a comment below with an email or something where you can be contacted, and we can set up a schedule to do a reading for you. All right? Have a good day. Bye, everyone.